everyone, welcome back to my channel, Shut Up and Read. Today I'll be starting off a brand new reading vlog. Before I get started, if you're new to this channel, please don't hesitate to subscribe down below, as well as the notification bell. And if you're new, hi, hello, I'm Stephanie and do a lot of bookish content. And I thought it would be a great time for me to do a week in my life, because this is also the first week of my new job. So I wanted to take you guys on my journey during this week, let you guys know my progress, my status, things like that, and see how it goes. I don't really know how much film I can do in the office because obviously like I've never been there. I don't know what's up. So I might do a few clips here and there, but that would just be on my phone. I'll definitely let you guys know like my ins and outs of this week, because I do have other things I want to plan during the week as well. For example, I am going to dinner with my boyfriend tonight to kind of like celebrate my first day, and then tomorrow I'm doing this like Discord hangout with some people at this restaurant downtown along with my friend, so I'll probably take you guys on that as well. And then I have my friend coming over for a like a movie night kind of situation for Bloodhounds. We watched episode 1 like a week or two ago. We enjoyed it, so we want to continue, and we both just been pausing it because we've been waiting for each other. So I do have some things I want to do, but this video will be strictly Monday to Friday, and I'll let you guys know like what I've been reading at the same time, because of course, end of the day, this still is a reading vlog. Right now I am reading Briarheart, which is right over here. I'm on page 292, and I'm hoping to finish this book sometime today because it is a quick and easy read. Honestly, I should have finished the book yesterday, but I was just really tired and just did not get around to reading it. And then yeah, so I will be bringing that book to work with me, and then I won't pick up an audiobook, which I haven't decided yet because I just DNF my last audiobook. So I need to find a new audiobook to listen to and then read that book, and that's kind of my first books to read for this week. But yeah, hopefully this week will be good. I'm pretty excited, but also a little bit like nervous because, you know, first day, and I know that first week is usually just a lot of hectic things like HR stuff, admin. I think my meetings today are from like 8:30, which is why I need to leave in like the next 5-10 minutes. And my meetings run from 8:30 to like 1 p.m. and then I have a break for lunch, and then, or maybe to 12, and then I have a break for lunch. And then I was supposed to have a one-on-one, but then she moved it to the morning, so my morning is like jam-packed. It's like non-stop meetings, so hopefully like it's fine. And then the afternoon, like hopefully it'll be like better. She did say that generally speaking they start a little earlier at like 8:30, that way their afternoons are a little bit more free. So I hope that means that like people leave early too, like they don't have to leave at like 5:30 if we're starting earlier, you know what I mean? So, but it's just so different because I haven't worked in an office in like over a, well actually no, like half a year. I feel like I haven't worked in an office in over a year, but that's not true. I definitely worked in the office about like when I was first laid off back in October, but I haven't had to work in the office like fully, like on site all week. So it's gonna be kind of a different experience for me because I haven't done that in like since 2021. So but yeah, anyways, I am going to head off to work now and get last couple things ready, and then I'm gonna leave for the day. And I'm back with updates about my job. So I got back home like almost an hour ago, more like 30 minutes ago. I ended up leaving a little before 5 because I got there very early at 8, and I noticed that around 3 people were starting to leave, and it's because they got there at 7. So I'm like, so then does that mean I leave at 4, like 4:30, like what's the dealio? I asked my manager, she never responded for that, so I was like, okay. So I ended up leaving around 5, a little before 5, and then yeah, I was done. To be honest, I was done by like 3:30 because I literally had back-to-back meetings from 8:30 to 12:30, and then I had a lunch, like a team lunch from 12:30 to like 1:30, 2 o'clock. And then I came back, did some more admin, more like HR stuff, and then I was like, yeah, I'm done, like for reals. But yeah, it was interesting. The office is okay. I wouldn't say it's an amazing office space, but I do think that they do have quite a lot of like snacks and things like that. The one thing I'm a little confused about is that I thought they had like 2 bathrooms, but I think they only have 1. And I'm like, you have quite a lot of people here. Like, I don't know if you should just have 1 bathroom. So I need to look into that tomorrow and explore a little bit more, because I swear I saw like multiple bathrooms when I had a tour this morning. So I don't know. Yeah, anyways, it was fine. Everyone seems very nice. And I'm basically diving right into doing things. So we'll see. And yeah, but that's pretty much it. Like nothing crazy. I mean, it's the first day. Most of it was like HR stuff and setting up my computer. That took a while. Setting up like payroll, selecting my benefits, you know, the general gist of things that you do for first day of work. And then I did do a couple things today that I had to submit. But yeah, overall that was pretty much it, and I'm very tired now. But I am heading out in about like 30 minutes, 45 minutes or so. I'm grabbing dinner with my boyfriend to kind of like celebrate my, you know, first day of work, things like that, and kind of catch up with ourselves and things. So I'm pretty excited because we are going to a place that I'm pretty excited to go to. It's been on my like a bookmark list for a while. And then in terms of my reading, I did manage to pick up a new book called 1,000 Pieces of You by Claudia Gray, and it's a sci-fi novel. I made no progress with her, but I am hoping to read some more tonight, probably right now actually, while I am chilling before I go to dinner. All right, I just got out of work. It is now Tuesday, almost 5 p.m. and I'm tired. Like today was kind of exhausting. I feel like generally speaking, I finish work around like 3:30 because I'm pretty efficient in what I do, okay? Like unless there's like a crazy amount of work, like that's literally how long it takes for me to finish my work. So I had a couple things I had to send in today. Nothing super big right now because I'm still adjusting, and I have some more HR things tomorrow, but I didn't have a lot of stuff to do today. Like, no, I did, but I also didn't, if that makes any sense. But yeah, I'm just tired. I was supposed to go to dinner tonight with some new people and meet people, but unfortunately, I don't think I'll be going anymore because I found out that it is a place where you have to grill it yourself, and it's communal grill too. Like, it's not even like a KBBQ where you just have your own table and you grill with the people that you're with. It's like a communal, like everyone, all the people in the restaurant are grilling at the same place, and I'm like, that's a little weird to me, and I don't know if I'm in the mood for that. And then I was supposed to go with my friend, but I think we both agreed that we're just not really in the mood for that, so I would not be going anymore. So that just means I will be eating my leftovers at home tonight, which is good because I'm actually kind of starving. Like, I brought food for lunch, but I guess I didn't bring enough because afterward I was like, this is not enough food. And then so I do need to eat when I get back home because I'm quite hungry. But that was it. Like, there's nothing a lot going on today. It's pretty, you know, whatever. But then in terms of my reading, I did manage to read a little bit of the second book of The Plated Prisoner. I want to say it's like Gleam or something. Glint? I think it's Gleam. But I'm now on page like 30-ish or something like that. It's interesting. I don't know why, but like it's taking me a little bit to get into it, even though I literally just finished the first book, so I don't know what's up with that. I probably read like 1 or 2 books in between, so it's not even like I read a shit ton, you know, like a lot of time. Like literally just read it like 2 days ago or 3 days ago. So I don't know, but for some reason it's definitely taken me a little bit of a time for me to get into the story again and all the characters. But I'm really curious to know more about Commander Rip. And for some reason this book has given me like Rhysand vibes, and obviously like that because the way, you know, like I don't know, it's definitely giving me like Tamlin vibes with King Midas, and then the whole like the Rock King. Obviously we haven't met him yet, but like Commander Rip and his like other soldiers, like they're so loyal, and I'm like, maybe like they're just giving bad information like they did for the Night Court, you know what I mean? So now I'm feeling there's like definitely some similarities between the two. Obviously I don't know, we'll see, but that's kind of the resemblance that I'm getting right now between the two series. So I definitely want to continue reading when I get home later tonight and after I chill and eat some food. In terms of my audiobook, I'm still listening to 1,000 Pieces of You. I don't really listen to it much at work, which now that I think about it, I should start listening to some more audiobooks at work because I don't think everyone has headphones on. So I'm like, I will also start having headphones on as well and start listening to things. So at least I'm doing something, especially when I'm like in my downtime. Anyways, point is though, I'm about 30% of the way through. I might end up DNFing it because it's not that interesting anymore. Like the premise sounded off really good, like it started off really strong, but now it's just lagging. Like I don't know what's up with this, like the premise anymore. The plot and the pacing has slowed down dramatically, even though generally speaking that's not normally how it's supposed to happen. So I don't know, I'm not loving the book anymore. I think I'm gonna DNF it and pick up something else, we'll see, but I'm like heavily leaning towards that decision right now. Hello everyone, it is Wednesday now and I figured I'll just update you guys while I am getting ready for work. It is now 7:45 and I need to leave in about half an hour. I don't usually eat breakfast anymore, mainly because I'm intermittent fasting, and by the time I finish dinner, I do a 16 and 8-hour intermittent fasting, so I fast for 16 hours and I eat for 8. So because I am eating dinner tonight, like going out to eat dinner, I'm not going to be eating breakfast, or I'm not going to like break my fast until around like 11 or noon. So I'm not going to be eating breakfast. I'll just be going straight into lunch, but I do need to pack my stuff right now, as well as of course make my lemon water, because I think lemon water, from what I've researched, doesn't count as breaking your fast because there's like 0 calories there. Honestly, I am so tired. I feel like waking up, because I've been working out in the mornings and I have to wake up around like 6:30 or so to work out, because I know it takes me like at least 15 minutes to actually get out of bed, which means I don't actually start working out until like 6:45, 6:50 or so. But honestly, I'm tired, guys. Like I don't know how I used to do this back in the day for so long, where I was working on site and I had to wake up like 6 a.m. or even 5:30 a.m. to go to the gym, come back. At least now I'm not going to the gym, just do like a home workout, which is a lot easier. Like there's no commuting and everything, but at the same time, like it's just so tiring. Like I'm tired. Like I have definitely been very spoiled with the whole remote thing, because I was able to just like wake up at 8 or 7:30, do my workout, and basically like go straight to work, literally on my computer here. So there wasn't a lot of like commute time, or was there any like getting ready time, you know, like showering, putting on makeup, changing into my clothes. Like I can literally just wear like my sweats and work, and it was like super easy. But I don't know, I think my next job I do have to go back to being remote, because I am not about this like on-site life. I can do hybrid. I think hybrid is fine, but right now it's fully on-site, and I'm really hoping that they can like let us do hybrid in the future. But anyways, let's talk about the books I have read so far. So I did manage to DNF the 1,000 Pieces of You book. Honestly, it was just not that great. I was getting very like bored from it. It started off really strong, but I just feel like as time progressed, it just got more and more boring, and then I was like, like I don't know what the point of this book anymore. So I decided to just DNF it, because why read a book that is boring, right? Like, come on. Life is too short for that. So I decided to pick another one called Say You Will Love Me. I just found my copy over here. It's still Say You Still Love Me by K.A. Tucker. And this book I'm actually really enjoying. It follows a girl. Her name is Piper. She's 29 years old. And she is the VP of her father's like multi-billionaire like construction company. And she is extremely successful with what she does, but because she's a female, because she's 29, she's looked down upon with her male peers. They feel like she is just not experienced enough, nor is she good enough to be the next president, which is going to be her father's position. Like he's basically grooming her to be his replacement, and she wants to do it too. Like that's her goal. And there is this one guy at work who apparently is her ex-fiance, and when they had this whole breakup a couple years ago, like her father was super disappointed in her because he viewed him as like his second son essentially. But the thing is, they were not a match at all. So she decided to break up with him because she was like, we're not a good match. Like, we don't fit together. We don't work well together. And then turns out there is a new like security guy who works in her building now. And apparently it turns out to be one of her old crushes from like 20 years ago. The one that she met from summer camp. And now we're at a flashback where she is a teenager, or maybe not teenager, like maybe like early 20s or something. I have no idea. Maybe not 20 years ago, probably like 10-15 years ago, where she is a camp counselor because her mom used to be a camp counselor. And she ends up meeting this guy. His name is Kyle there, and she has this big crush on him. Right now we just got to the part where she just meets him for the first time and they're kind of doing like introductions. So I'm definitely curious to see how that will pan out, but that's essentially like the gist of the story. Now she's deciding like, oh, maybe Kyle still has a thing for me or whatnot, and any like lingering attractions between the two of them, we'll find out. But that's what's up with the book. And then in terms of my physical book, I'm still reading it. I think I'm on page like 70 or 80 now. It's okay. I feel like for some reason I'm definitely way more invested now with Say You Still Love Me. It sounds really cute. It seems really fun. I'm very invested with the whole Kyle person because I'm like, are you guys, does he still have a thing for you? Like, what's going on? I'm also curious to find out like what exactly happened at camp all those years ago, and you know, like, did anything actually happen, or if it was unrequited, like what's the dealio? So I'm definitely curious about the book for sure. Whereas for Glint, kind of like, I mean, it's good, don't get me wrong, I'm super curious about it, but it's just different, you know, like it's just not the same vibe, and I don't know. Anyways, that is it, and really in terms of my updates, honestly I'm just so tired. I feel like I need to go to bed these days at like 10, but I've been going to bed at like 11:30 because that's just my normal schedule, and I can't really sleep that early anyways. I have to get back into sleeping early, that's the thing. But yeah, anyways, that is it in terms of this little update. I cannot wait to just get some rest. I am excited for dinner, and I will do some like video clips there so you guys can see. We're going to this new place called like Hokkaido Santoko ramen or something like that. I gave my friend a couple options because she's leaving town, and my boyfriend and I wanted to grab dinner for her before she leaves, so that's why we're having this dinner thing, because she's leaving like end of this week, so we're like, we have to go. And she picked the place. I gave her a couple options because she wanted ramen, and then she picked this one, so we'll see how it goes. Like, I hope it's good. Good morning, everyone. It is now Thursday and I am getting ready for work. Honestly, I'm so tired. Like, I just want to sleep for like the longest time, but unfortunately that is not feasible. That's quite unfortunate, but I didn't tell you guys yesterday about what happened with work and all that stuff because I kind of forgot. I ended up going to dinner pretty much straight after, and honestly dinner was so good. We got this ramen, and it was like mazemen, which is like without the broth. Oh my god, delicious. Like, it was so tasty and so flavorful. Even my boyfriend, who's kind of a stickler for food, was like, this was delicious. So I'm happy that he liked it, because sometimes I feel like it's really hard for him to really like something. He's very like judgmental, I feel like. I think it's so ironic because he doesn't really cook a lot, and when he does cook, he makes like PB&J or like just pasta, like regular pasta. So I'm like, I don't know, man. But yeah, he enjoyed the food. It was delicious. My friend also enjoyed the food. She was the one who actually said she'd been there before and really liked it, so we decided to try it out since we're meeting up with her for the last time. So, but yeah, dinner was great. And then in terms of work was such a crazy situation yesterday. I was so busy. Wait, I feel like this is like kind of low. Okay, slightly better now. So work was so crazy. I went in yesterday thinking it'd be like a pretty chill day. I had 2 meetings, and I went in, and like after like an hour or so, my manager kept forwarding meetings to me, and next thing I know, I was completely packed. I had 7 meetings back to back from like 9 to like 2:30 with only an hour in between for lunch. So I was pretty much fucking tired. But anyways, In terms of my reading, I have been reading a lot. I'm really enjoying Say You Still Love Me by K.A. Tucker. I'm about 40% of the way through. Really fun, really interesting. Like, I'm really enjoying that book to the max. Like, really entertaining. I am also, let's see what page number I'm at. 167 in terms of glint here, so I've made some progress. I wish I make some more, but we'll see how that goes. To be honest, the only time I really read the physical book at work is during lunchtime, and even then I'm not reading for like an entire hour because I usually eat for like half an hour and then I'll end up going on a walk or something because I'm like, I just need to get out and like do something. So I'm not reading for the full hour. I'm debating if I should just read for the full hour, like actually relax for lunch, and then like take an afternoon walk at like 3 or something when it's like less hot, because when I take it at noon, it's so hot at that time. So I'm like, maybe I should take it at a later time so it's not as blazing hot. And then what else do I need? Where are my snacks? I feel like I need to bring snacks to work. Like, I don't have anything right now. Because that's one thing I need to rectify sometime this week, is like get some snacks I can bring to work so I can munch on, like healthy snacks, because my company does have snacks but they're all like chips and things, and like I don't really want to eat that because it's not healthy. So I want to eat like more fruits or something better, or like have like actual dessert, like a little like sweet, something sweet for after lunch. Anyways, I need to get ready for work now with my like computer stuff. So I just left work and I actually just met my manager for the first time in person. So she ended up emailing me last night around like 5:30, was like, hey, I'm gonna be in the office next 2 days so we can meet in person. And I'm like, obviously I didn't see that until today, so I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I knew when I got in that she was gonna be in the office. I didn't see her until a little bit later, so she wasn't like around. She was in a different like room or something like that. But anyways, I didn't get to see her for the first time, so that was nice. We actually got to chat for a little bit, and I did some one-on-ones today with some other members on the team and everything, just so we can all like rehash in terms of like what I'm doing and what they do and how we can work together, etc., etc. So that's always like an interesting conversation, because you get to see a lot more. And I feel like now that have started for a couple of days, I kind of know where the company is, or have a better sense of where the company is. And I have to say, they definitely need a lot in terms of marketing. They definitely did not do much. I mean, they're startups, so that makes sense. So that's why they brought me on the team, to kind of like get started with the marketing, especially the digital marketing aspect. But in terms of my reading, I did read quite a bit today, I think. I got to page like 270 on Glint. I managed to take some time to just sit down and read a little bit, so that's always great. And then in terms of my audiobook, I don't think I've listened to too much of it, so not a lot of updates there, but I did finally get a chance to read a little bit more physically today, so that was nice. I'm really enjoying Glint, by the way. Now, like, things are getting a lot more interesting. I'm definitely getting very much, like, very strong, like A Court of Thorns and Roses vibe. The whole like Rhysand and the Night Court being kind of like devious and showing to other people that they're actually like terrible people, but then in reality they're not, you know? Like, that's kind of the impression I get right now with this Fourth Kingdom, like the King of Rots and his commander Rip, because of the way how they act towards the girl. Like, very much feels like she is not treated as a prisoner per se, but as one of them. But I'm definitely getting a lot more invested with the story now that I've gotten a lot more into it. So I'm excited to continue reading today, probably a little bit tonight when I get home. Thank God it is Friday, because I am tired. I'm just packing up my stuff right now for work. I gotta leave in about 10 minutes or so. In terms of my reading, I actually read quite a bit of Glint yesterday. I'm now on page 377 or 378, so I'm really enjoying this book. I'm almost done. I'm hoping to get this book finished today. And then in terms of my audiobook, I'm about 56% of the way done, so I'm hoping to get a good chunk of that. Honestly, what I'm most surprised by is the fact that I'm not done with this book, because I feel like I started this book at the beginning of the week, and generally speaking, I can finish an audiobook within a day or two. Really, that has not been the case, so hopefully we fix that ASAP and I can get to reading. I think it's also because I haven't been playing a lot of games when I come home. Generally, I feel like I'll play like an hour or two of games, and then during that meantime, I will be listening to my audiobook. But because I get home kind of late, I'm just like not interested in playing games. I just want to like relax and stuff. Or I just play one game and then ends up being only like half an hour or so. So I'm not really listening to a lot. Not to mention like I don't have time these days to like run errands during work because I'm at work. So that was the one good thing about remote, is that I can just come and go for like half an hour, do some errands and things. But because I'm at work right now, it's like harder for me to do that. I mean, I still can technically, but it's also in a different location, so my errands will run a little bit longer. I'm hoping that today I won't be super busy with work, because the past couple of days have been, and I'm like, I just started, like I'm still trying to figure things out here. So I am here to end my vlog because I'm heading out from work now. Today was actually a very slow day, and it's just after 4. Everyone was leaving like from an hour ago. So I was like, I'm gonna head out now too, because I didn't really have much work afterward. But this is my week in my life as my first week at this new job. And so far all I can say is that it's been interesting. I actually tried to talk to one of my coworkers a lot towards the end of the day, and she was just kind of telling me like what her thoughts were on our manager and kind of her management style, because I was curious to see like what her feedback was. And she kind of gave me information that I was already starting to see about the manager, not in a bad way or anything like that. It's just like these are just her management styles, and now that you know, you can easily better prepare yourself for that kind of stuff. But yeah, like it was very chill today. I actually thought I saw my manager this morning because she walked in and said good morning, and I swear I saw her and I heard her voice. But then I asked everyone, I was like, have you guys seen her? Because I haven't seen her. And everyone's like, she hasn't even been in. And I was like, But then after further investigations, I think she did come in for like an hour, which is weird because she lives like 2 hours away. But I also found out that her doctor's appointment is actually like in Long Beach, which is even further south. So she has to drive through this area anyways to get to her doctor's appointment, which I don't know why her doctor's appointment is so far away, but anyways. So we think that she did come in for like an hour or 2 tops, and then she skedaddled for the day. Anyways, that's all I can really say in terms of my work. Very chill today. But then in terms of my reading, I did manage to finish reading Glint, which is book 2 in the Plated Prisoner series. Really good. I really enjoyed it. I think it was so fascinating. I really enjoy just reading all the characters. Like, I'm swear to God, it's giving me ACOTAR like vibes. Like the whole Commander Rip, the whole like Tamlin and Midas. Like Rip is more like Rhysand. Like there's definitely a lot of similarities between the two, and I swear to God, like it's just, there's so many similarities. And it's not just that, but like the girl and Feyre, like they have some similarities too, where they're just like, he's protecting me, he's doing all these things for me, and realizing that like no, actually like they're really not. They're doing it for their selfish motives, and you've just been kind of like wired to think so, like manipulated. So I'm really curious to see like what will happen now that she is starting to think for herself a bit more and get out of her little cage. So I already got this 3rd book. It's supposed to arrive sometime tomorrow morning or sometime tomorrow. So I aim to pick it up ASAP because I really want to know what's going to happen in that book, because I'm like, I need to know. So that is it in terms of that book. Like 4.5 stars, honestly. Like the beginning half was a little bit slow, and it took me some time to get into the rhythm of the book, which is why it's not really a 5-star read. But I think 4 or 4.5 stars is really solid. In terms of my audiobook, I didn't get a chance to listen to it at all during work today, so much the same. I think it's like 55-60% of the way through. I'm still really enjoying it, by the way. Like, I enjoy the characters, I'm enjoying the plots, I'm enjoying all of the story, so I definitely want to continue listening to that. I might try to game a little bit when I get home tonight, and then, you know, listen to that while I am gaming, because I haven't played TFT, which is the game I normally play, for a couple of days, I think. So I might want to just like sit down and play a couple of rounds and listen to that and get that out of the way. But yeah, I figured I just might as well end this vlog now because my work week is pretty much done. So, and then I can start thinking about the weekend and things I want to do. Honestly, I'm so excited. I want to just relax and like not do anything. Anyways, that is it in terms of this vlog. I hope this was interesting for all of you guys. I feel like I've never done a video like this before, so I don't really know if I want to do this in the future. It really depends on how well this video does, I guess, and if it's a content that I like making. But I figured I'll try it and see how it is. As always, if you guys like this video, please do give me a thumbs up. It really does help on my channel. And if you want to see more content of me, please don't hesitate to subscribe down below, as well as hit the notification bell. And as always, don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.